Welcome to Online Curriculum with Moving Beyond the Page. As always, you can call or email customer support anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or email us. You can call us at 888-316-8242 and press option 2, or you can email us at support@movingbeyondthepage.zohodesk.com. You're going to reach the Angelas, myself, Angela Backer, or Angela D'Antonio. We are the two homeschool moms who man the phones and the emails with all of your curriculum questions. So if you need to know where to place your child level wise, or you already bought curriculum from us and you're wanting to get some questions answered, if you want to know where your box is or your shipping, you have a shipping question, just drop us a line. We're happy to help. We have a lot of experience between the two of us homeschooling multiple kids at multiple levels, and we've both almost exclusively used Moving Beyond the Page since the very beginning of our homeschooling. So we have a lot of practical knowledge to share with you about homeschooling in general and Moving Beyond the Page. So we are halfway through our parent information sessions at this point. Today we're doing online curriculum. We've already covered the introduction to Moving Beyond the Page, which talks about methodology and structure and curriculum packages. We've already talked about how to choose a level. We've shown you a day in the life, and we've talked about homeschooling multiple students. All of those can be found to watch again and again as you need to, and I'll show you where to find those in just a moment. Coming up next week, we have our information session about learning gates, which is a really important session as well. We have a lot of people who either don't even know about learning gates or they haven't used it enough to really know fully how it works or how it fits into your day. And we're going to go over all of how the learning gates, adaptive spelling, and math work together with our curriculum and how you can use that for your students. Following that are two general sessions about homeschooling, one about grades and record keeping that we will talk about where to find information about what records you need to keep, suggestions for what records to keep. We don't do that. We don't offer that service through Moving Beyond the Page. That's up to the parents, but we'll give you some information to kind of help you in figure out how you need to get that done for yourself if that's needed in your area. And then Let's Get Organized is going to be about organizing your year. We're coming toward, we're in July. The fall is fast approaching. Everybody's going to want to know how to get their stuff together. How do you put your items away? How do you keep things organized so your children know where all their supplies are? There's tons of tips and tricks that we can show you there. You can find our previous sessions on our Facebook page by clicking the Live tab or the Videos tab at the top of the page. And you can find all of the live videos we've done recently and any videos that we've posted previously. You can go to our channel and click Parent Information Sessions. There's a playlist called Parent Information Sessions. It'll have everything listed there. Or you can go to our website, which is the easiest thing to do. And at the top of the page is a Parent Information Sessions link right now. So it'll take you right to our list of videos. So we'll just jump right into our online curriculum. I have a question. Are all of these going to be recorded and available to watch later? Yes, they are. They're always going to be available to watch later if you need to. Absolutely. So talking about our online curriculum today. So there are two ways that you'll go about obtaining online access to our curriculum. First, you can just purchase online curriculum on our website. If you don't want hard copy books and you want to do everything through our online system, you can. When you purchase our online curriculum, you get 365 days of access from the date you first activate a unit that you've purchased, or you can receive a complimentary online access through a hard copy purchase. We started that last year during the big rush we had when all of these new parents came to homeschooling, and we got a little behind on our shipping. So we ended up kind of giving this as a way for parents to go ahead and get started. So we gave everyone this online access, and it ended up being so wildly popular that we're just going to continue doing it. It's so useful. So when you get complimentary online access, you get a straight 18-month access from the time you purchase. The reason it's 18 months long is because a lot of parents order in the spring. And so we wanted to give you plenty of time to use it for the whole school year, and then some, to give you a little leeway for when you wanted to start your year. And that access will expire after 18 months. Unlike if you purchase the online access, the units don't expire until you start using them. We'll get more into expirations and things like that in a little bit. So where you find our online curriculum, there are 3 ways to get there, really. So at the top right of our website, you'll see, a list of menus. One is shop, about, online. If you click the online menu, there will be a little drop-down menu with learning gates, online curriculum, and links. You can either just click online and it'll take you to the online curriculum if you are logged into our website, or you'll scroll down and click online curriculum. If you don't see those, maybe you're on a tablet and all you see is the hamburger menu, see the little 3-line menu at the top right-hand corner. You'll click that and scroll on down to /online, and that will take you to the online curriculum. Or you can just type in movingbeyondthepage.com/online, and that will take you straight to it as well if you're already logged into our website. I recommend, if you're using our online curriculum regularly, go ahead and bookmark that and make it really easy to get to. So once you find our online curriculum page, this is kind of what the top of the landing page looks like. It's going to show you what learning gates you have set up, if you have learning gates set up, and we'll go over that more in depth next week. But you can see here, I've got 2 students with a few different learning gates levels in there. And that'll be at the very top. Then as you scroll down, you'll see your recently used units. So if you haven't used any yet, there won't be anything there. But if you have opened one and you're using it regularly, it'll be listed under your recently used units. All of your available units, all the units that you have for every age level that's available that you've purchased or gotten complimentary access to, will be listed under available units. So you can see here, we've got one from age 4 to 5, we've got a unit from age 5 to 7, a couple from 8 to 10. And all you have to do to go to the curriculum at this point is click on the book cover, and it will take you straight to that unit. So where it'll first take you is the content page. And there's a lot happening on this page, and it's an important page. First, you'll want to go over the reading and materials. So this link here, everything is linked and easy to get to. So when you click on reading and materials, it's going to take you to this page, and it's going to show you all the required books for this unit. Again, a unit is about 3 weeks long. So it's going to show you all the required books you need that you got when you ordered, or if you ordered a package without the literature books, all the books you need to get together for this unit. They're listed there. It looks like there's 4: Crinkle Roots Guide to Knowing Animal Habitats, Me on the Map, Up in the Garden, Down in the Dirt, and The Salamander Room. So you could gather all those up and get that together. And then all of your common materials and the materials that are needed for each lesson and your final project are all listed there on this page. This is a wonderful page to pull up if you're doing like a big shop, to get ready for this unit, and you're at the store and you want to make sure you have everything you need so you can do all these little projects and activities. Pull up this page. You can pull it up on your phone, on your smartphone, really easy. Or you can obviously, get it written down, or even, screen print, or whatever you have to do to get a shopping list done to take it with you. And you'll be able to find everything you need. Okay. So once you've gotten your reading and materials together, Some people like to, and this is an option you can do right here, you can print all of the student activity pages for this unit at one time. Any of the links that have the little PDF, the Adobe PDF icon next to them, I mean, they're downloadable and printable. So if you click the student activity pages, it brings up all the PDFs for the activity pages. Now, only the activity pages are printable, and you'll see in a moment how that looks, but it'll show you here's all 59 pages for age 5 to 7, this particular unit. Some of these will be option 2s. So you won't necessarily use every student activity page, but they can all be printed at one time if you want to. You can also do the same thing with the reading and questions pages. So if you want to get them all, this one doesn't have that many, but most of them have several reading and question pages, a lot like the student activity pages. You can get those all done at one time too. Print in batches. Then it's got a link. I'll back up. Well, that's not necessary. Then it's got a link to supplemental literature and websites that you can look at to kind of plan ahead, which is nice. You don't have to use these supplemental literature lists and websites, but they're just good. Most of the time, once you go through a lesson, especially at these younger levels, your kid's going to be craving a little bit more enrichment, and you can find those here. It also lists the summary of skills from there. So you just click the link, takes you right to the summary of skills. This is everything that's going to get covered in this 3-week-ish unit. So if you need to, provide this information to a school district or a teacher or a tutor or somebody who you're working with, or just for your own knowledge, there it all is. There's also a getting started page, how to use moving on pages on there. And then you're going to have a review section that talks about all the facts and definitions for this unit. So that's all up here under this top green heading that says getting started. It's all up there. That's where all of that is found. So just check, make sure nobody's lost. Looks like everybody's good. Okay, so when you're ready to start the day, you're going to click lesson 1, my environment. That's you. So here's how easy it is. And it's easy in the hard copy, just like it's easy online, but it's very easy to navigate. Everything goes in order, and you can see by all the lessons, some of them say 2 days. So that notates that it's going to be a 2-day lesson as opposed to a 1-day lesson. Otherwise, you're doing a lesson a day, however many days a week you guys want to work, okay? So you'll go lesson 1, my environment, and it's going to take you to this intro page. So all the little getting started things that we talked about a minute ago that were kind of the overarching getting started for the whole unit, we give you a little breakdown of getting started for each lesson or day as well. So it shows you questions to explore, the facts and definitions for the day or the lesson, the skills that they're going to use for that lesson, materials for that lesson, and then here's the introduction. So, whoever's doing the teaching, this is a good time for you to read through this information and familiarize yourself with what you're going to be doing that day. It's not a lot of prep work or anything, but this is what you're going to be talking about, and these are the ideas you're going to be introducing to your student. Once you've gone through the getting started and done what you want to do there, there is the idea share that's linked all throughout the online curriculum. And I wish more people knew about idea share. I would really like to see in the future idea share really take off and be more of a thing. So what idea share is, if you click on that link, it's kind of, the give a penny, take a penny cups you see, at the store. This is kind of that idea, except it's leave an idea, take an idea. So people who have used this curriculum and our curriculum developers, sometimes they come across extra enriching activities or great videos or great websites or book suggestions. and we leave them here for you to use. And anybody can use them, and they're free to use. And we wanted to kind of integrate a social aspect to this. So, we're always, homeschool moms and dads and parents and grandparents and families are always wanting to network, because it really, it still kind of takes a village, even when you're homeschooling. So this is kind of a great way to network with other parents and see what they're doing extra. So not a lot of people know about Idea Share. So if you want to peruse that when you're going through your units, it's a really cool resource, and I'd love to see more people contribute to it. So that's linked throughout all the online curriculum. Once you've gone through all of the getting started portion of the page, all you have to do is click next. Okay, you're always just going to click next to go on to the next page, and it's going to take you to the activities page. Now this is where all the stuff happens. Okay, so you see activity 1, activity 2, and an extension activity for activity 2. There's no activity pages for activity 1. You can see there. So this is talking about review the concept that a healthy environment provides living things with the food, water, and shelter they need to live and grow. Use the following hand motions to teach your child the basic requirements for a healthy environment, and repeat until your child has the motions mastered. So this is an aesthetic kind of discussion activity. This isn't necessarily an activity where you're going to be writing a bunch of stuff down. And that's the beauty of moving beyond the page. So we talked about that in the introduction video. We're trying to hit all the multiple intelligences, and you're going to see that really illustrated as you work through. So there's nothing to print here. There's no printed activity page that you need to find here. And you see that because it's not listed. There's nothing listed there for you to do. So it's really easy to understand. Moving on to activity 2, and you start reading through the instructions for activity 2, you can see that the option 1 activity has a printable PDF page, and I've circled it right there for that activity. So that's the student activity page you need for that option of that activity. And you'll use those instructions, okay? If you decide to do option 2, there's a different activity page that's a little bit more difficult. So if you heard our previous talks, the option 1s are more the standard option, and then the option 2s are for when we need to push a little harder or your child needs a little bit bigger challenge. And so that's what the option 2 is here, and that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a little bit more difficult activity page. So if you ever start printing off activity pages and you go, oh my gosh, why are there 2 of the same activity? It's because one's an option 1 and one's an option 2. And it'll say that at the top of the page. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. My face is kind of covering it up a little bit. But it'll say activity 2, option 2 at the top. So when you print things off, let's see if it moved my face so you can see. Maybe not, but it'll say activity 2, option 2. So those options are indicated on the page, okay? And there's also, for this, there are some extension activities as well to go along with that. So if you wanted to push this activity a little further, there's some more to do. Moving on to activity 3 for this lesson in this day. So you have a little writing activity, the most important room, and then you have the letter B handwriting activity. All of those are printable as you go, or you could have printed them all at once. And you're going to sing it to the tune of Are You Sleeping, Brother John? So you guys can kind of wrap up with a little fun artsy activity like that. And then once you're done, you click lesson completed. And it's good to go ahead and click that lesson completed when you're done, because it's going to show you right here You see how it's got a little check mark in the box to the left and then it's marked out? That means you're done. You finish the lesson, you can move on. And so if you get, kind of, you don't remember what you were doing, and it's easy to kind of keep it in line, to just open it up and see what you've already finished. And then you can move on to the next lesson. And then it's just one less thing you have to try to remember each day. Okay. So let's talk about how long your access lasts again, to reiterate. So if you purchase the online only curriculum and you don't purchase any hard copy curriculum books, and all of your curriculum just comes online, you'll have 365 days of access that counts down once you open the unit and activate it and start using it. If you received the curriculum complimentary with a hard copy purchase, your access is just a straight 18 months from the time you purchased it. Now you can see where the curriculum, the expiration starts counting down right there. So if you wonder how much time you have with a unit, and maybe you want to go ahead and use it because you opened it up and you kind of started it, and maybe you need to wrap up finishing it, you can see how much time you have there. But there is a generous amount of time to get through this stuff. The 365 days and the 18 months, it's plenty of time to get through this curriculum. And one thing about the 365-day access that you purchase is it will not expire if you don't use the unit. You can keep it on just indefinitely. And it only starts counting down once you start using it. So if you hold on to it for a while, you've still got it if you wanted to wait a year or whatever. But once you start using it and printing the activity pages and everything, then your access starts counting down. So say you've bought the online curriculum for one student, and a few years later, you're like, well, I get to, will I get to use it again? Yes, you just get to renew it at half price. It's already really affordable. And this is just, half price. So really easy to do. And that's at the bottom of your online curriculum page. When you hit that online / online, this is at the bottom. It'll say renew online units at half price. So anything you previously purchased, you can renew. Now on the older levels, so age 9 to 11 and up, those are the ones that are written to your student. And so the online access can look differently. And the reason it's a little different is because if we put all of the information out there for your student to read all at the same time, they get all their answer keys and everything else all in their face. So what you do is you go to the table of contents page, and under lessons, there's a gray box, and that's where you toggle the parent overview on and off. So you can see here, it says parent overview is off. So if you want to turn it on, you click that little link right there that says turn on, and it'll turn the parent overview on. And then you can see all the answer keys and the parent information and parent overview on the page. And then you can toggle it back off so your student can be using it. You can use it even in tandem too, if you need to. Okay. Another really cool thing about the online curriculum is we do implement web links to the Smithsonian or a cool YouTube video or whatever all throughout our curricula. And when you use the online curriculum, it's already embedded there. And if the link is broken, we fix it and it's fixed right there. Now you can find all of the links on our links page. It's a really easy place to find everything you need, and you should bookmark it for your kids if they're independent on the computer, because it's easier to find that way. But if you're using the online curriculum, all those links are already embedded and they're just easy to find and easy to follow. So a few things to just kind of go over line by line. If you decide to purchase the online curriculum, it is less expensive. So if you're on a budget and you still want to use Moving Beyond the Page, but your budget's just not allowing the hard copy purchase, the online curriculum is much more affordable. And we don't have to ship that And so it ends up being more economical for people who live in another country, or if you live in Alaska or Hawaii, that makes a difference too. Yeah, so great. So there's no shipping charges for the curriculum portion. You're still going to need your literature books and maybe your manipulatives if you need if you want them. That will still be needed to implement the curriculum, but you can find those as you need to, or in your own way. That makes more sense for you. So there's no shipping charges for the online curriculum. It's because it's online. You get quick access to the videos, pictures, and websites like I showed just a minute ago. The links are all embedded. It's all right there. It's easy to find. It's integrated with IdeaShare, like I said before, so you can find all of that cool stuff that other parents have already found. Those that have come before us can kind of give you a leg up with a few extra enriching activities through IdeaShare. And sometimes, or often, almost every time when we update an activity, because maybe there was a mistake, or we made an art change, or we made, some sort of change that's enough not to reprint the whole books, but we just needed to change the page, you'll find those under IdeaShare as well. Our curriculum developers link that right there, so that way you can find it easily. With online curriculum, you can start using it that day. So the minute you purchase it, you can pull it up on your phone and you can start planning. You can start getting organized. You can go shopping for things that you need if you want to go shopping for things that you need. You can take, another thing is you can take it with you. It's so much more portable than, stacks of spiral bound books. I know that's what I've done from time to time when my kids have gone and spent time with my mother or things like that. They know that they can get on and look at their curriculum on their computers if they need to. The reading and question sections can be typed into online and printed instead of everything being written by hand. So if you have a kid who prefers to type, or perhaps they have a learning difference or something like that, that they need to type more, or something like that, they can utilize that, and then you can just print and save those as you need to. We do have a family-friendly copyright, so you can print as many of those activity pages as you need to for your family to use. So if you've got 2 kids doing the same level, the most economical way to accommodate their needs for all the activity pages is to use the online curriculum and print. Now, some may argue that, the printing and the paper can be more expensive. And I think depending on where you are and what your situation is, that it may be cheaper just to order the consumables packages. But really, overall, it's more economical to purchase the online if you need to do that. It's compatible with iPhone and other mobile devices. I have a Samsung Android phone and it works beautifully. I can see the website beautifully. I can print things beautifully, no problem. And I know the same it's the same for iPhone because I was an iPhone user before that. So it all integrates beautifully. Really, that's all I have today. It's really self-explanatory. Do you guys have any specific questions regarding online access, what you need to access it, or information that's on there, anything like that? Any further questions? I must do such a good job of explaining it that you guys just don't have questions. Let me just make sure. Run any other? No? Okay. Well, so that is our online curriculum. It's really easy to use. It's just as easy to use as our open and go hard copy curriculum. It's used, so you can use it on a tablet, you can use it on a laptop, or you can use it on a smartphone. And when your kids get older, they can use it on their individual devices as well if they need to. So if you have further questions about anything, not just our online curriculum, but any curriculum questions, please call or email our customer support team. Again, there's the information. We're happy to visit with you, myself and Angela D'Antonio. So please reach out to us. I know everybody's starting to get amped up and excited about the next school year. It always happens in July. So please reach out to us if you need anything. And I appreciate everybody coming to listen today. And you can find this. It'll be up on the website and YouTube, and it'll be on Facebook first, but it'll be up on YouTube and our website tomorrow or the next day. Okay. So you guys, thank you for listening and have a good day. Okay.